Welcome back to another episode of Time Out with the Sports Doctor podcast, where life, sports, and medicine intersects. We are glad that you are part of this growing community where we strive to help you strengthen your mindset, help you grow your assets, and help you achieve whatever level of success that you want for your life. Go to our website at Dr.Derrick, thesportsdoctor.com, where you can find all the latest content, and you can also follow us on our social media channels. Now, let's get into this episode. Welcome back to another episode of Time Out with the Sports Doctor. And this is the graduation edition. So I want to first say congratulations to all the graduates of 2025. Hopefully this will resonate with you no matter what level you're graduating from, whether it's high school, college, or professional school. Because I feel that many of the emotions and feelings that you have during graduation don't really change, no matter what level you are. So congratulations. And happy belated Mother's Day. We were not here last week, but happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We know how pivotal you are to the family unit, to our society, to the world in general. So I salute you. Happy Mother's Day. It's never too late to say it or to say it again. So first, to the graduates, congratulations. You made an important milestone in your life. And hopefully this was a happy time for you. I know sometimes graduations can be a sad time, especially if you don't have family members around, especially if you don't really know what your next direction will be. But I would encourage you to take a moment, even if you're not excited about the next phase of life, to really just take a moment to appreciate what you've accomplished. And many times we don't appreciate the little things. We're always looking forward to the next thing, but just take a moment to appreciate what you've accomplished, whatever obstacles you might have to overcome in your journey to get to where you are. It means something to be able to accomplish what you've done. So as we talked about feelings, many people have joy, many people have relief, many people might be anxious about what's next. There might be some pride in what you've accomplished. There might be happiness or sadness. These are all possible emotions that you might be feeling in this moment. And sometimes you might be feeling more than one simultaneously. So graduation for me, I can remember high school graduation, a time of excitement, a time of just, man, I got out of high school. It's time for me to start on my own. You know, for me, it was graduation. And then the next month I was on my way to New Orleans to start off at Xavier for a summer program. It just new beginnings. So every time I had a graduation, it was a different emotion. And typically it was a graduation followed by what's next. As I mentioned, high school to Xavier, then college to medical school, and then medical school. That graduation was a little different because I had not matched directly into orthopedics. So I was a little anxious about my future, but each time you feel like I've arrived and then there's something new. So what I would like to just empower you with is a couple of things that I've learned along the way from the many graduations that I've been through, and just things that have helped me in my career in general. So as we mentioned, for some people, you might be going to your dream job, you might be going to your dream school, and that's great. But for others who might have a small detour in your path, don't give up. Whatever your dream is, whatever the ambitions or goals that you have in mind, if you have not achieved them right away, don't give up on them. Many times this could be a reset button. I treat a lot of young athletes and I like to kind of ask them a few questions about their future. You know, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go to school? And many times people have ideas that sound good, but if you ask a second question, well, what do you have to do to obtain that goal? What do you have to do to get that degree? People might not really have the answers. So early on, I feel that we feel pressure many times to choose, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to be? You know, what's that one title that's going to define you? But what I would like to empower you with is that you as a person is more than whatever title you want to be, whether it's an engineer, a doctor, a therapist, a teacher, you're still more than that. And there are going to be different phases in your life where your career might be at the forefront, but there hopefully will be life beyond that career. So just remember, you as a person, who you have been for whatever period of time in your life up until this point, you're still that same person. And you should still spend time to develop who you are as a person. Now, we were talking about the detour. So one thing, when you encounter an obstacle along the way, this is when you really need to grip on to that why. Or maybe for some of you, it's defining your why. Why do you want to accomplish the goal that you have in mind? Is it because you're the first in your family to do it? Or maybe you're the second or third in your family. You might be some pressure from the family to continue this legacy. But defining your why is really important. And I remember that going to medical school, sitting in orientation. At first, we had to take out a note card and write down, I have what it takes to be a physician. Are you a young physician who's frustrated in figuring out how you're going to continue to fund yourself through this early phase of your career? Are you tired of speaking to lenders who do not understand your plight? We have a solution for you. Let me introduce you to Doc2Doc Lending.
Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Zwade Marshall, co-founder, CEO of Doc2Doc Lending. We are the exclusive lending partner for physicians and dentists in the United States. We underwrite our loans thoughtfully, knowing the physician journey and your career trajectory. We're a company that's been founded by doctors and built for doctors because we get it. Banks don't understand all the ways in which we struggle through educational debt, consumer debt, as we're trying to make ends meet during a very challenging time of our lives. Doc2Doc is underwritten with thoughtful process that's meant to give you credit for all the unique physician characteristics that you have, like being board certified, having a dual degree, undergoing and finishing a specialty or a fellowship as well, and just being employed as a physician. All of those things give you credit to get your interest rate lower with our platform.
So we are glad to partner with Doc2Doc Lending. So if you are stuck trying to figure out where you can get funding or where you can continue to support your family during this time of transition in your career, we offer you a solution. Doc2Doc Lending, physician-owned, understands your plight, understands what it's like to be an early physician or a physician who wants to do something outside of medicine. Check out Doc2Doc Lending. This segment is a paid advertisement for Doc2Doc Lending, Inc. Loans are made available by DR Bank, member FDIC, and are subject to credit approval and available in approved states only. Representative APRs for Doc2Doc range from 9.99% to 26.99%. Terms and conditions available at Doc2DocLending.com. Because they knew that along the way, we were going to encounter obstacles and hardships and maybe even failed tests and want to give up. And you're going to have to be able to hold on to that why. For some of you, as we mentioned, you might be trying to change a generation of family poverty, or you might be the first person to graduate from high school, graduate from college, first lawyer or physician, first professional athlete. So with that can come some pressure of being the person to get out. So all these different things, but really defining your why. And I want you to not only define it, but really as you go along, it'll start to make more sense. And sometimes it's really redefining or really getting more in depth. Many times we're really superficial with why we're doing things, but the more you recite it and the more you live it, I think it will start to speak to you more. And another thing I would like to speak with you about is just dream big. You know, for many people, especially if you have not been able to see whatever your goal is, sometimes we'll cower down from our dreams. And I will tell you to dream bigger than what you're dreaming now, because the world, there are endless possibilities to what you can accomplish, especially when you are committed to it, you know, despite whatever your current situation is. So dream big, find a circle of people around you who believe in you. Don't just self around people who are always doubting you. Find your circle, find your tribe, find people who are going to hold you accountable, find people who are going to support you, find people that you can call no matter when, and that you know that they're going to answer and have your back. And likewise, you want to really build that circle as you start to go forward with people that you can depend on. And I feel like I really started to develop that in college, but definitely in med school, we had to really lean on each other, because many times your family won't really understand what you're going through, or your friends, or maybe your spouse or your siblings. They know that you're working hard. They know that time is demanding, your school is demanding, your studies are demanding. But sometimes if you're not really in that struggle, it's hard to really comprehend how much sacrifice you have to make from an academic standpoint to really achieve your dreams. So one last thing I would like to leave you with is, you know, what would I tell my younger self? And just a message to a younger person, the graduate, is I would tell my younger self to give myself grace. I'm very hard on myself. I was very laser focused with just one thing after another, to just kind of take a break sometimes to appreciate what I've accomplished. And also, I will tell myself that it's going to be fine in the end. Even if you have to overcome some obstacles, even if you have setbacks, if you keep the faith, really work on that relationship with your higher calling and depend on him and depend on what you already know about yourself, that things will work out for you in the future. Because many times I feel that we panic at the first sign of adversity. Really, at that point, sometimes what we should do is take a step back, regroup, and say, how can I overcome this? What do I need to do? What do I need to change? Is there something about myself that I need to change? When I failed this test, was I really focused? Do I need to learn how to study better? Do I need to hire somebody to help me study? Really evaluate yourself at each step so you can continue to improve, because really education, like the practice of medicine, is the practice of medicine. It's a long journey that you're going to be on, not to be perfect, but to continue to improve daily. And I want to encourage you to not be afraid of failure, not be afraid of making mistakes, but because in these failures, you will learn a lot about yourself. And sometimes you will unlock the code to really being successful in whatever you want to be. So with that, once again, I'd like to say congratulations to the class of 2025. If you're not a part of this family, tap into this family. There's a lot of resources, no matter if you're in medicine, entrepreneurship, athletics, whatever it is. I think you'll be able to find someone in this family or this community to help support you along the way. I really enjoy mentoring people because I feel that it's a flow of information back and forth both ways. So congratulations to you. Best of luck. Have a great week. Thank you for continuing to support this podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, then please leave a 5-star review. And if you haven't done so, subscribe so you continue to get the updated episodes. Until later, peace.
Hey, time out with the sports doctor. Keep our head right in the game. We ain't never stopping. You are now tuned in. Trust you don't want to miss. This is where life, sports, and medicine.